Now we got a rivalry. To finally beat UTSA, and I tip my visor to their staff, to their players, and their program. That's a good football team that's gone through some struggles, much like the Mean Green have. And they showed fortitude and fight, and I have great respect for Larry Coker and their team, their players, their coaching staff. They came here to win, but so did we. We talked about it all week in preparation, that if we came out and we played as 3 units, offense, defense, and special teams, that good things would happen. And I told them it was going to be a war. It was going to be a battle. It was going to come down to the end. It's much like it had the last 2 years. But this is a tribute to this coaching staff through all the tough times we've been going through this year, to never quit coaching and keep doing what you love, the passion that you have, why we all got into coaching. We've seen the highest of highs. We've been to the lowest of lows. But you keep doing what you're going to do and gives these kids something to build off and keep fighting for. And today was the right moment to talk about Lock the Gate. And I've been waiting for the right moment because we hadn't beaten them twice. And so when we got into our pregame meal, I brought out the chain. And I told the guys the story about Lock the Gate because they hear about it and Coach C and Lock the Gate, and what's this Lock the Gate? So I kind of told them the story that when you make that claimer, that statement about what you're going to do, that you're going to go in there and that we're going to lock the gate, we're not going to let them out until we have a W. And that was the mindset going into it. And I handed it to Austin Orr, and I handed it to Anthony Wallace, and I said, you're responsible. The defense is responsible for locking the gate. And it's got to mean something to you. In offense, you have to do your job. You got to put the ball in the end zone. In special teams, you have to be a factor tonight. And don't let these guys out until we're done, until we got a W. And they did it tonight. And I'm so proud of our staff, our players, and we got to win.
What about DeMarcus? He seemed like he really took, a step forward after last week and played a lot better.
I was ready to kill him after that first fumble when it came out his arm. I'm like, it's a touchdown. I'm running down with him. I'm going, hey, this is good. But he grew up some. He was focused, and I don't know, none of you knew this, but he missed practice on Thursday. He left Wednesday night for 2 funerals, and we were sending them all the stuff, the practice scripts. We were sending them all the hit sheet, all the game reminders, and he missed Friday as well. And he got in late Friday night, and he roomed with Connor Means, and he was able to study the game reminders. Well, we'd send them to him, but he was able to look at the sheet of paper. And then this morning, as we went through the walkthrough, I was really nervous. I was, because it wasn't a very good walkthrough, to be honest with you. He was missing a lot of things, didn't really grasp what we were trying to do. And then he and I went and watched some film. And then when I could show it to him on film, then he kind of got it and realized, oh, yeah, I see it, Coach. Oh, yeah, I see it, Coach. But then I got real nervous when we got to the game. And right before we go and take the first series, he goes, Coach, now, which one's this? And I went, oh, DeMarcus, don't do this to me right now. But he did grow up. He grew up on the job. He grew up on the job tonight and did much better. There's still a lot to improve on. And we left 10 points on the field that we should have had. But he grew up some, and hopefully he came back and will continue to get better.
Were you concerned enough that maybe you considered not starting him?
We had talked about it as a staff. Do we go with Andrew? Do we go with Josh? And my gut was I was going to go with Josh. I had seen practice through the week, and I thought that he deserved a chance. And it was right up to game time that I made that decision. Let's go with DeMarcus. But I was so close to making that decision, go with Josh, to get us started, and then input DeMarcus soon after a couple series or 3 series, or maybe after the first quarter. And that was kind of what I was leaning on to go with Josh. But then something just hit me. Let the kid play. He's got the look. And he had the look in his eye. He did. He had the look in his eye, and I said he's going to get us there. But so just kind of why we went with it.
DeMarcus called this the hardest week of his life.
The hardest week?
The week of
Yes.
his life.
Yes.
You've been around him. You've spent so much time with him. What was his emotional state from your perspective, and how proud of you are him, or proud of him are you to be able to see him overcome those emotions and play as well?
That's something that I wouldn't want to wish on any coach, any parent, any family member, to have something like that happen the night before a game. It's the one call we never want to get. And for me, it's a great learning experience as a coach. I've never had that happen in 30 years of coaching, but I've learned from it. I learned how to handle it. I learned that tears and listening are one of the best things I could do as a coach for him, to comfort him. I was texting him throughout Thursday and Friday and telling him that we were thinking about him and that we were praying for him, and this team was praying for him and his family, and that to come home with peace, to come back with peace and resolve in your mind and your heart that, God must have needed another angel, and to look at it that way. But, we bonded, we bonded last week, obviously, when it happened, but it gave me an opportunity to help him through it. And I saw the look in his eye, and that's why I went with him, because I saw him look like he was determined to get us a win tonight. And he was going to play for his brother, cousin, whatever you want to call it, his blood brother. He was going to play for him tonight, and I saw that look in his eye.
What was the thought process there at the end of the first half? You still had 10 seconds left, but decided line up to go for a field goal instead of another shot at the end.
Well, this is the thing, because this happened to me before in this situation where I go, okay, hey, let's do it. Let's go take a shot. Let's go throw a quick out, a quick fade. Happened to me twice before. Our kid threw an interception, and we got sacked, and the clock ran out. And I did not want that to happen again. And everybody says, well, yeah, you throw the quick out. Well, what if he gets tackled and he's in bounds? What if then the guy cuts it and goes back 90? Our thought was, we got a good field goal kicker. Let's go get the points. Let's be smart and come away with points. And that was my thought. Now, sure, you can go, well, Coach Canales should have went for it, or he should have did this. But the right thing to do was get the points, and that's what we should have done. And it's unfortunate that Trevor missed it. But I told him, hey, you're going to come back and make the next one. So that's kind of the thought process.
The second half, you took the lead. Next possession, they came back and scored.
Mhm.
Took the lead again. Next possession, they come back and score. Just talk about the resiliency and obviously the adversity you've been through. At any one of those points, your kids could have just given up. And they didn't.
Our players could have quit. Let's say they could have, here we go again. But I was determined not to let that happen. I probably lost 10 pounds tonight. It's just the energy and up and down the sidelines, because I want them to know you're never out of a game. You're not. You have to keep fighting. And I told our kids that weren't dressed, they were in jerseys, that if they don't show some emotion, I'm going to put them in the stands against UTEP. I believe that you have to support your team. And that last drive, when our defense out the field, I went behind the bench and I said, you get your butts up here and you help support our team, and let's all go get this win. And I told them, do not let them steal this victory from us. And that was the mindset. And I think they see, me doing it and the effort I'm put into, and our coaching staff and our players, that they're starting to buy into what we're all about, what I'm about. So.
How much did that blocked PAT return boost that emotion?
Oh my gosh, we're on cloud nine. You could see everybody going, hey man, we got this. You could just feel it. And it was so electric on the sideline. I mean, the hair in the back of my neck was standing up. That's what it's all about. That's what college football is all about. The pageantry, the excitement, the emotions, the roller coaster ride of emotions. And we had them this year, heck yeah. But how about we came away with a W, and that's all that matters right now.
Jeffrey Wilson got every carry in the running back position,
Yeah.
except one to Willie Ivory.
Right.
What's given you the confidence to be able to give him that load, and how much does it help DeMarcus open up his running lanes as well?
It does. When you have a back like that can carry the load. And let's be honest, he's a special back. Okay? Not that Jimmy's not or that Willie Ivory's not. He's special. And he's playing special. And I'm going to ride that horse. If y'all remember when I took over last time, I rode Lance Dunbar. It wasn't hard to figure out. Okay? That's my plan. You find a horse and you ride him. And that's what I believe in. And it's nothing to knock on anybody else. He's our best horse. I'm going to give it to him. And then we got another horse in the backfield that's able to throw it and run it. So now I've got two. And then we got a receiver that's pretty special out there, and he's making some things happen. So that's what I'm going to build up. I can't believe y'all didn't ask me about the trick play yet. Can't believe it. Y'all, you didn't see it coming? Did you see it coming? That was exciting, wasn't it? Y'all want to know the name of it too, don't you? I can't tell you. We're going to say we'll call it Rooster. Okay? You can ask the kids what they'll call it, because I can't say it, but they may say it, but I'm not going to say it, okay? We'll call it Rooster. That's what we call it at NC State when we scored against Notre Dame in the Gator Bowl. We called it Rooster. So we'll just say we call it Rooster.
What about the in-game challenge of being in a position you've never been in before, which is closing a game?
Mm-hmm.
Kids have never done that this year. You pretty much just say, go get it done. I mean, what
Well, when that penalty happened, And I just told them, do not let them take this away from you. Do not let them take this win away from us. And I wasn't talking about the officials. I wasn't talking about UTSA. I was just talking in general. Do not let anybody take this away. Whether it's a big pass, whether it's a run, whether it's the officials, whether it's UTS. Do not let anything come in here and take this away from us. And I told the team that, our team that was sitting behind me, because I wanted all of them to feel that this is our moment, that we can go get a W, and it'll feel like the Super Bowl, and it did.
Can you just describe the feeling of getting that monkey off your back and getting that first win?
It was a piano. It ain't a monkey. It was a piano. That thing was heavy. Holy smokes, that sucker was heavy. And, you know, and being the interim head coach, heck, man, that's a big weight to carry because it just keeps going. If you keep losing, now it's 0-8. To us, we started today 0-0. That's how I coach it. That's what I teach our guys. I believe that every game is 0-0. It doesn't matter your record. You go, don't worry about scoreboard, just go play. And we got the win. So right now, we got to win. So next week, see if we can go do it again. It'll be a challenge. It's a good football team we got to play. But now we got a little belief.
So they got that win, they can get back on social media.
Yeah, now Coach C can too. You know, all these recruits that keep hitting me and I can't respond, you know, and I can't call them back. And, you know, I'm following a couple of them just to let them know that I'm following you, but I can't respond. So, yeah, it'll be nice to start doing some quotes and maybe they won't beat me up so bad now if I put a nice little quote, a devotional about just what I believe in that's good for recruiting and good for your daily life and thoughts. You know, that's who I am. I'm not going to change who I am.
You have your first one picked out?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Actually, I do. I'll probably shoot it out tonight. It's probably just going to be, I'm going to thank our players, our staff, and how proud I am of this program and to finally get the W. That'll probably be the first one. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You get an extra hour to work on it.
That is true. And I'm going to go get something to eat and then I'm going to bed.